Guys, and welcome back to Just Play Tabletop Wargaming. We're here starting round 5 for the Justice Series GT. It's all come down to this: 4 players in the hunt for the big 5-0 and the win, and then a whole bunch of guys chasing that 3rd place 4-1 as well. So you can check out all the full standings in the events. Maybe you're looking back at it. The way this event is laid out, the first thing you're looking at is what tournament points are on. That's basically how many wins they've got, okay? And that's the first decider of it. We're going to have 2 people on 5, though. So it's going to come down to the breakers. Now, they're not the best explained on this software, just because you have to make do, right? But the first one is capped VP, so which was 25 points. So of the top 4 players, only one person's managed to cap out. 2 of them have dropped 1, and James Tinsdale's dropped 6. So that is going to be like a crucial thing to decide who wins this event. Now, the one after that is uncapped. So if they did tie, it'd be like who's got the most overall over everything. So something new we're trying out for this one, and after that, strength of schedule, the real one we love. Yeah. Okay, so up for the win, Phil Marshall playing Simon Weekly. So Phil was our Archeon player, and Simon was the horror player. Okay, so Simon's got the 60 horrors. Phil just said in the interview, we'll see it. We'll see he didn't want to play them. So yeah, check that out. And another game is Paul Bowden versus James Tinsdale. Now Paul, he picked that he would like to play against this list the best, not necessarily the player he said, but it's a list he's most practiced against and that. So I think because of VP, like, you know, James is just going to get a massive win there if he's going to overturn anything. As you know, only on 94, he's got to really put the points down. This is power struggle this round, so there's no like extra bonus ones going on. You know, the way this score was put together was like 5 a turn, right? 3 for objectives and 2 for your grand strategy. You don't really score that many turn 1 in this, and there's opportunities to not score well. So this might be one I thought we might see some uncapped scores on. So hopefully it'll be a spicy one for the end of it. Like, and then in the other game, Simon just needs to put the big win, doesn't he? You know, Simon or Phil just needs to put the big win up. That's simple as, you know. No one can catch them if they get that big win capped out. So
it's a tough one. Like, Simon's obviously the Archeon list is not that great at dealing mass damage. And I think Phil's right to say he doesn't want to play into that. I think Simon's got a very good draw. He's probably drawn, I think, the best of the 3 armies out of the top 4. He could have.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I think it's
no shooting from the Seraph for 1. Jim does have good damage in the Blood Knight. Is quite a lot about. He can poke out the little herald with his bolts and things like that. So
Blood Knights can crush a bunch of horrors. You know, they're not the best at it, but they have got the capability to do it, which I don't think Phil has quite got as much. Although the Vanguard can do a lot, although they really rely on the Ren more than the raw damage output to do that. But I think Jim's game, although obviously that was like a preferred matchup for the Seraphon, I do think that Nagash is looking odds on good in that match, because he's just good at killing all them monsters, and it's a low wound count army. You know, the damage reduction does nothing against mortals. It's, you know, the saves do nothing against mortals. I think my prediction for the round would probably be Jim and Simon winning their games, and I think Simon's being 5 points ahead on the tiebreakers is him in a good chance. But it's going to be exciting to see if anyone manages to overturn that and upset them points balances.
I know. Like, after those guys, though, we go into quite a big bracket of people who are looking for the 4-1s for those victories there. So we're going down a lot of players there. We've got Colin Cochran, JP Stevens, Steve Curtis, Stephen Mitchell, Laurie, Dan Cooper, Peter, Owen Jackson, AD Mac, Mike Wilson,
lots of big names,
so many. Neil Montgomery, Brandon Walkers, Michael Bennett, Rob Hull, loads of different factions in there. And the first tiebreaker for this, they're a little bit tighter. Like, most people are in the high 90s. Now the interesting thing is, like, that because we paired True Swiss, as we call it, where it's on your record. So in all those 4-1s, like, 5th's not playing 6, you know, 5th could play 10th, you know, it's random within your bracket, okay? And that's why you might see these matchups and think, you know, that makes it in some ways, like, for the lower people harder to overturn the bigger ones and stuff, but it'd be cool. We'll just see how it all pans out, right? You know, at the end there's going to be a bunch of people on 4 wins, a couple on 5, and can't we see how it all finishes out, so... It's great. Well, enjoy. We're going to do a bit more coverage on Twitter how the games go on, and we should be able to catch interviews with the winner and runner-up as well with a bit of luck. So hopefully 3rd place. Thanks very much, guys, for watching. Catch you next time.